Absolutely, Hugo. First, touching on the importance of the industry that has been affected by these violent protests, saying the very same people that are starting or disrupting the economy here on the N3 are the same ones that will be largely affected by this particular act here, where we've seen those trucks being torched, but also going on, Hugo, to speak about the Constitution and it protecting the right to protest, which is one of the fundamental rights here in South Africa. Dates back to, of course, even during the apartheid era, when those who were fighting for freedom in this country were protesting, saying that that right to protest is in the Constitution, but it cannot be used to legitimize acts of vandalism and public violence. He also speak about criminal elements that are reportedly creeping out of this particular protest, praising also, Hugo, the SAPS for the arrests that they have made. So, of course, it comes in light of whether or not we have seen the end of those protests, because at the moment it's still unclear, but also touching on the issue around how this will affect the economy of this country. We know that the N3 is, of course, connecting various provinces in the country. Gauteng, we know the Free State, we know KZN, and a lot of trucks are passing by here, which speaks largely then to the economy which the president refers to. So it's unclear also at the moment whether these protests will continue, but we understand that there are strategic ways in which they continue to unfold.
Linda, we've noted that 27 arrests have been made. Has this in any way contributed to the calm in KZN at the moment?
Well, from what we've been seeing, I mean, there's been pockets of these protests in various communities and various parts of the province, and by the way that they're done, it's never really clear as to how they will be conducted. It's not like a protest that starts when everyone is fully aware. Most of them happen when nobody is watching. So those arrests, attributed to the work that has been done by the police in terms of course, their investigation. We also know that there are quite a number of charges that have been laid against those who have been found wanting in this matter.
Linda, have you had a chance at all to speak to SAPS to get an indication of how they intend to prevent further injury or harm to property in the KZN area?
Well, police are saying at the moment that it's not only KZN that they're keeping a close eye on. Police in other provinces are, of course, monitoring the situation, as there are, of course, threats of this protest spreading out to different provinces. But from what we know here, there is, of course, a ramp up of that manpower in terms of police that will be trying to curb the spread of these protests. So the strategy there then is something that is not known at the moment. Police have not shared how exactly they are planning to protect the property, how exactly they are planning to protect the economy, which is largely affected when these protesters come to these major roads. At the moment, what we know is that police have deployed more people to the province, and they're keeping a close eye in different provinces for when they start.
Linda Mnisi, thank you for your time. Our reporter Linda Mnisi coming to us from KZN, giving us an update on how things stand in part of the country where a huge amount of violence has occurred in the last couple of days.